Okay, possible course correction. There's Turtlehead Peak. There's the saddle. But my goal is La Madre Mountain. I was thinking of going up the wash right here up to that point and then crossing over to La Madre Mountain. But now I see that there may be a way to go to this point and skirt to the right, take a right and go around the backside of this little hill area, and then take a left and go up La Madre Mountain. The goal here is, well, that's the goal. The strategy is to try to avoid the canyon wash area as much as possible, because when you're in a canyon wash, you're basically walking on, here's a shot of Red Rock Park looking down. When you're in a canyon wash area, you're basically on a lot of gravel. It saps your energy, slows you down, you sink down with every step. So the goal is to try to remain a little higher than the canyon wash. But then if you get too much higher, then you're fighting the bushes and plants, and that slows you down. So it's just about picking out a good approach, and well, we'll see how it works. I'm going to ride the ridge system as much as I can. Just a quick look at Goat Rock, which has been one of our viewpoints or reference points. And it's the green peak there in the center of the screen. And you can look at the Goat Rock Adventure from the Red Rock page. Anyway, here we go. And we'll see what things look like in another half mile. A little trail tip: when you're traversing area that is, it's not really clearly marked, is you select a route based on where you would put a trail, and then lo and behold, you find that there are markers along the way. Trails appear, disappear, reappear right on the route that you have selected if you select a common sense route. Now let's take a look where we are. Here is well, let's look at there's the saddle up in this area for Turtlehead Peak. We're going to avoid doing that climbing. We're going to even try to avoid climbing this area because you're going to have to go up and down. I don't like to go up and down. I like to try to find a steady uphill route. And so I'm going to go around the backside of this little hill system, take a right, and then a left, and on up to our goal, La Madre Mountain. We're going to see what happens. Another trail tip, though, is that when you're traversing unknown land, even if it looks as if it's easy to tell where you are, and like you'd have no trouble finding your way back, you'd be amazed how everything looks so different when you're heading back. And so I turn around a lot and I look at the landmarks on the way back, because believe me, the trail and the land look so different when you turn around and head back. And if you're not familiar with landmarks, for example, there's a road, there are some hills here, There's Turtle Head Peak. These are things I'm going to be seeing on the way back. And I need to be familiar with how things look heading back so that I don't head down the wrong canyon and I end up 5 miles away from my car and have to traverse back, or worst case scenario, at a cliff that I hadn't seen and stuck. If you're higher up in the mountains, this can happen. So look around you often. See what things look like. Look at some landmarks. Pick out some landmarks so that you can tell where you are. It's always easier to get to the top of a mountain because you can see the mountain all the way up. When you turn around and try to come down, that's where things become very confusing and you can get lost. So always get your 360-degree view every half mile. Okay, onward and upward.